Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to today's session of What's in Store. With me, I have my second mother / big sister / role model / mentor / anything else I can put in to suck up before we start. Amy McDonald, how are you?
Good. How are you? Great to see you. Thanks for having me back.
I just wanted you to be impressed. The last 3 things we did, I haven't shaked at all. And the first 4 podcasts that we did, we had to start over because I couldn't stop moving during the whole thing. So wanted to start with that. But
the level of improvement is just amazing. I've done a little bit of calibration with our QA team, and we've noticed the level of improvement on the video series that we've gotten to. So kudos to you, Erica.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Today, I wanted to talk about something that I think is super relevant, and basically the fine dance between using AI, the empathy gap, and how they connect to provide. And I think at this point, there's no such thing as luxury. I mean, obviously there's luxury brands, but every customer should have a luxury experience, whether you're a luxury brand or an everyday brand. So I think that, first of all, I know that 76% of customers get frustrated when they feel like their experience isn't personalized.
Isn't that crazy? It's such an easy way to be able to solve that. And I'm so surprised that there is still such a high data mark when we easily can understand and personalize interactions.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think it's this fine dance. It's, when you have someone that wants to make a return or check their order, they don't need to talk to you for 10 minutes. They're not trying to hear about anything that you have to say. They want it fixed easily. But there are other times when empathy plays such an important role. So I thought maybe you could help dive into that because you're a lot smarter than I am.
Well, I don't know about that, but I do love this topic. And I am in agreement with you. I think it's about knowing the portion of the journey that you are trying to support your customer in. And there are definitely different levels of personalization and interaction that happen at each one of these steps, right? You used a really good example. There are times where when you're helping a customer shop for a certain product, that you will absolutely get into very personalized, what color, what size, what's the softness, what, all of these kind of fabrics, all of that stuff. Is this a once and done event? Are you planning on using this many more times? That way the brand ambassador can really get to know what you're trying to use this product for. There's also, some interactions that people just want resolution. You want to understand, how do I get a shipping label so that I can return my product? Period. That doesn't take a heck of a lot. It doesn't need a lot of, if you're not looking for a replacement product and you literally just want return, there is no need to offer, replacement products. There is no need to get into it. Part of that should really just be a very straightforward journey through the use of some automation that says, looking to return, click this. To print a receipt, we can have it picked up and it will be back into your, we'll provide you a credit for this. There's also plenty of other interactions like password resets, right? People forget those all the time where they get hacked. They need to have a password reset. Let's make it as easy and straightforward for the customer as possible. Some of those, lifting those obstacles to accomplish those goals and get them done actually creates that brand loyalty. Because the easier you make it for someone to be able to shop and do returns, to change their information, to update credit cards, to change the expiration date on a credit card, all of those kind of things should be very, very short texts. And if you do them, you can do them very elegantly with a very high level of white glove service through automation. And I do think that a lot of modern shoppers are really looking to have a blend between the human interaction when they need it, but the ability to self-serve when they choose.
And I think there is something to be said about self-serve. I was on I'm not going to say who brand's website, and I spent 20 minutes just looking for the chat. I finally just Googled, does this business have chat? And it popped up. You can't see that was me typing. This is how I type.
Yeah, no, I got it.
And so I Googled that, but there is a huge frustration. I didn't want to call. I don't want to talk to someone. It was, how do I cancel an order? And so,
or how about even the fact of you've already ordered something and you order like a small quantity at first because you've never tried it before, and then all of a sudden you fall in love with it. Do you actually need to go back through a human channel to get that done? How can you quickly hit reorder?
And I know that there's a lot of really cool technology out there. You know, we have these voice automation where you don't have to press X to get to Y. You have a literally generative AI that comes in and you say, I need to cancel an order. I need to, have my shirt change from red to purple. And you can do all of that without talking to a human. And so I think that there is still such a fear that AI can replace that human aspect.
I don't think in all scenarios. I do think in a lot of in a good handful of scenarios, AI is a great alternative. Again, it allows speed for the customer to complete their request. It allows them to get straight to resolution. I think the biggest part of AI is having a human as a fallback, being able to accomplish some of those tasks through automation, and then being able to have the option that says, you've now completed all of the tasks that you want. Is there anything else? We can happily send you over for a conversation. And then allow somebody to say, I'm not really understanding the specs on this. Can you help and walk me through? But we get a lot of data from the AI portion, right? We get a lot of data from the human portion as well, but the ability to study data and understand where are customers thriving through the automated portions of their journey and where are they asking for more handholding and human interaction, all of that data helps us get better at balancing where do you use AI, where do you use a human touch.
That was going to be my next question is how do you follow the customer journey? So we're
just so connected at this point that like I must just be reading what the next thing is, or I have an AI bot on my side which is telling me what the next question is going to be, and I could be proactive in answering that before it comes.
That's probably exactly what it is.
That's probably it.
I have a question though, and going through all of this, because, obviously we work with a lot of big name brands that can invest in something like this and can find the balance between having enough technology and having enough employees. For the smaller retailers, for the mom and pop shop, I think that AI still has this stigmatism attached to it that you are going to break the bank. And so now you're expected to hire employees and then also have all of this state-of-the-art technology. What about those for more budget conscious? Are we able to help them and then also give them the ability to give this luxury experience as well?
I think AI comes in a bunch of different forms and sizes, right? There are some really high level investments that organizations take in ways to conduct AI and integrating into their tech stacks. I think that there's also a lot of modular plug and play options, which surprisingly are very easy not only to deploy, but also to manage. And it doesn't necessarily take external management in order to make some of those changes. With these modular plug and plays, your internal team can actually help you deploy these AIs, get focused on AIs, determine what portions of the journey you really want AI to play in. And you can do it. You can do it very simply, right? It's almost like flipping a switch on and off. So you can use it to do for overnight coverage. You can do it for off hours when your contact center is not working, so that remember those days of things used to go to voicemail? Like voicemail doesn't exist anymore. why not just resolve your customers' interactions in your off-peak hours? So I do think that there is a really interesting play for where you can combine this human and AI. It doesn't always have to go in a synergy together. It can actually operate, in their own fashions while bringing all of the data together so that it can help you plan your roadmap for the future.
That's amazing. And as always, Amy, I really appreciate your time. Somehow or another, we've run out of time, I think, very quickly. So if you guys listening have any more questions about the empathy gap in retail and how you can marry AI and your employees together and still offer that luxury experience, we would love to talk to you. Our names are down at the bottom. If you just add a period between the first and last name and then add at t.tec, you can reach out to either of us, or you can just visit us online at t.tec.com. Until next time, we hope you are all well.